Hello everybody, Don't Blink here again with another Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary for you guys, and today I've got a round of rush attack on Operation Metro, the old fan favorite. I'm using the assault kit. With the M416 on it, I have a red dot sight and foregrip. And unfortunately for me, when I played this round, I hadn't unlocked the suppressor or the laser sight for the M416 just yet. And this footage is probably a month or two old, I'm not exactly sure. But I wanted to put it up because it was a pretty long match, and it showcases a lot of objective gameplay and some crazy moments with killing sprees and just utter madness that is really the norm for this map, especially in Conquest, but even so here in Rush mode, it gets quite hectic on this map because it's so close quarters and so many choke points, and it's just a crazy, crazy map where crazy, crazy things happen. But yeah, I don't really have anything in particular I wanted to talk about today other than the fact that this match was crazy and this map is crazy, but I wanted to do kind of a long form commentary, so hopefully you guys will forgive me my rambling. But yeah, one thing I did want to talk about a little bit is Kickstarter. And in particular, there have been a lot of really awesome gaming Kickstarter projects in the past couple months that I myself have been participating in and supporting, basically voting with my wallet, as they say. And if you're unfamiliar with what Kickstarter.com is, it's basically a website where people who have some sort of special project in mind can go on there and make a pitch for their project and hopefully earn some financial backing for whatever it is they want to do. And I mean, it spans a tremendous spectrum of things that, can be basically proposed on that website. I've seen trading card games, films, fashion designs like dresses and other things like that, and just tons of stuff. But I myself, as usual, always gravitate towards the gaming portion. And there have been a lot of really cool gaming projects that I've noticed pop up on that site in the past month or two, like I said. The first of which some of you may be familiar with, and it's the Double Fine Adventure project, which is looking really cool. It's basically Tim Schafer, the guy behind Psychonauts and Brutal Legend, Grim Fandango, Day of the Tentacle, and tons of other awesome games. His development company, Double Fine Productions, I believe is the word that they use to sell it, but it's Double Fine nevertheless. They've been having trouble finding a publisher willing to help them make a kind of classically styled 2D adventure game, point and click adventure game. So they went on to Kickstarter and they proposed a $400,000 budget for this project, and they ended up meeting their goal within, I think it was like 8 hours, which is crazy. I can't imagine raising $400,000 in 8 hours. That's just an insane figure. And at this point, it's sitting at something like $2.2 million. So they have, 5 times as much as they originally wanted or asked for. And hopefully that project's going to go on and do some cool things. But I've also supported a project called Code Hero, which is a game that is meant to teach people how to make games using the Unity 3D engine. And I'll be leaving links to all of the stuff that I'm talking about in the description to this video. And sorry if this is just totally random or whatever, but it's just whatever's popping into my head is what I'm talking about right now. But that first base was really tough. Back to the gameplay for a quick bit. That first base was tough, and they ended up, kind of hanging around for a while, the defenders did, and getting a few nice little sneaky kills on us. But, the first base is never really the problem on this map. It always comes down to this second base, and even more so the third base, and you'll see that things get really crazy in just a little bit here. But that's why the assault class comes in handy so much on this map. Being able to heal yourself and being able to revive your teammates is huge. And it's basically the only way you're going to be able to make it through this map alive, or successfully at least. You're going to die a lot on this map. But, you know, being able to heal yourself will definitely reduce the number of times that you're going to go down. Smoke is always useful, but being able to replenish your health, in my opinion, is more useful on this map. So that's why I'm using medkits in this video. And right there, I really wasn't expecting that guy with the P90 to take me down through that tiny visible area, but he was able to pull it off. And I don't really understand why people use the PDWs in this game. Basically, I personally would never choose a PDW over any weapon other than maybe a sniper rifle on this map in particular. But on most maps, like Caspian Border and Karg Island, most of the larger scale, more open maps, even on those maps, I would still choose a semi-automatic sniper rifle over a PDW. Just because I don't find them useful at all, but I see a lot of people using them, so there must be something to them that just isn't clicking for me. I don't know. If you use PDWs a lot in this game, let me know why in the comments. I am genuinely interested. And I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything like that. I'm just, you know, I don't have any luck with them, but yeah, anyway. So, yeah, Kickstarter has become a big part of my life, I guess you could say, or really I've just been kind of paying more attention to it lately. I don't know why exactly that is, but, you know, I've gotten kind of fed up. I was kind of upset when I picked up this USAS. One more aside before I continue on my little rant here. But lately I've been getting kind of fed up with a lot of the big budget AAA games, just because so many of the big publishers nowadays, they just do really obnoxious things when they sell their games and market and basically wrap up their games. They include, you know, awful DRM, and they force you to use services like Origin, and they don't patch their games, and they just, you know, obviously every company is trying to be financially successful and viable. And I'm not faulting them for that, but you're going to be more successful and your customers are going to be more happy and more likely to come back and pay you the next time around if you treat them the way that they want to be treated. And I found lately, you know, with my Indie Showcase series and all that, that it's the little guys, because they're little and because they're fighting so hard to sell their games, they will bend over backwards to patch their game and make sure that it is as good of a game as it possibly can be. And it's that level of support that I really appreciate, and I want to reward developers and publishers as well who are willing to go out on a limb and provide that kind of support and customer care. And you don't find that with, you know, EA or Activision or Ubisoft, guys like that. So that's kind of why I've been going onto Kickstarter and supporting these smaller projects who are looking for independent financial backing so that they can create the games that they want to create. So, you know, I'm more than happy to go and pay $30 to help a small team of developers make a game that they're really, really passionate about. I would much rather do that than go and pay for Modern Warfare 3, which, you know, has been giving the PC community the short end of the stick for years now. The Modern Warfare and just Call of Duty series in general has been. So, and this isn't, you know, anything against the game itself in terms of its gameplay and stuff like that. I haven't played it, so I can't judge it on those fronts. But I'm just talking about the feature set in particular on the PC and the support and patches and updates and stuff that they provide for that platform. Since I play on the PC, that stuff is important to me. And if a game gets infested by hackers, as many of the Call of Duties have on the PC in the past couple years, then if I see that the developer or the publisher or whomever it may be, if they're not doing their best job to keep those hackers out of a game, or really anything. I mean, this applies to everything regarding a game. If they let it stagnate and just rot away, then I don't want to support them. So that's why I've been supporting all of these Kickstarter projects and smaller games. I've been buying a lot of indie games for my indie showcase series lately and playing a lot of indie games and really enjoying them, because you can tell with those small games where these, really well-trained and very creative people, they go and they spend, a year, 2 years, 3 years, even 4 years putting together this project for a lot less than they might have gotten putting together Farmville 2003 for some crappy publisher. Then you know that they're going to be putting out their best work because they want the game to do well, and the only way for a small game like that with no marketing budget to do well is for it to be really, really, really good. Like Minecraft. Minecraft is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. If that game hadn't been as good as it was, even in its alpha and beta stages, then nobody would have bought it, and it never would have blown up on YouTube, and it wouldn't be nearly the game it is today. So it really all comes down to passion and quality and hard work. I know that it's really difficult to make games, especially nowadays with some of the budgets that some of the games have and stuff. So when you see a little indie game that could, going out of its way, above and beyond the call, to provide a really good experience for its players and for a good price as well. I'm always amazed at the amount of content that these small, low-budget games are able to fit into $15 worth of game. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's something that needs to be supported more, and these bigger games that don't support their communities at all, they can go to hell for all I care. And moving forward, I really do plan on focusing on games that do that much better and service their communities much better, and actually listen to their players, because that's important. And if I'm going to be going and spending my hard-earned money on a game or 2 games or a series of games, then I want them to be the best that they possibly can be. I don't want them to just be cash-ins. But yeah, that was a crazy rant, and I really wasn't planning it, but hopefully you guys understood everything I had to say and sympathize with me on at least a few points. I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below, as usual. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I went like 33-8 this round, which I think is pretty good. And yeah, crazy round. If you were watching the entire time, you'll know it's always rough when you're attacking on Metro. So being able to pull it off is something to be proud of whenever it occurs, which is rarely in my case. But yeah, that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.